To be recognized as the Kentucky Section Golf Professional of the Year is quite an honor, and it's quite humbling to think that my peers would select me as the recipient this year. I've thought about it now for the last couple of weeks, and honestly, I just never really felt like I was deserving of this honor. So I'd like to thank my peers, and hopefully I will live up to this honor for the rest of my career here at Idlehour.
He's meant the world to Idlehour. When he was first hired, I remember in his interview 20-something years ago, the question was asked, what can you do to revamp our member guest? And Pete's simple response was, it'll be the best member guest in the state. And sure enough, from year one, it has been. It's had a waiting list every year that we've had it since Pete started. There's no signs of that slowing down.
You know, when I think about Pete Garvey and I think about Idlehour Country Club, I think about one thing. It's a vocational passion for Pete. And I say this often in my world of work. Do what you love what you do. And I think that's what makes Pete such an outstanding PGA Head Pro Club Professional. He loves what he does. It's his passion. And he always has loved golf. He was raised in the world of golf as a young man, and he always knew this was something that he wanted to do. And so when he came to Idlehour Country Club, you know, it was an opportunity for him to really build something, you know, build a reputation, a legacy in the honor of the game of golf that he passionately adores.
During the season of golf here at Idlehour, he is here, at the crack of dawn. I see him many times. I exercise in the morning, so many times I see him as I'm leaving, and I get here at 5:30. So he's here at 6:30 or so every morning, and many nights he's not leaving until 8:30 or 9. That's his work day. I mean, and that's 6 days a week for sure, and maybe 7 days a week. So when he's here, when we're on, and when things are going on, that doesn't include the, when you're having a tournament of some type or something like that, all the footwork and groundwork that has to go into that. So his daily schedule is from, I'd say from 6:30 in the morning to whenever the day is done. And that may be 6:30 at night, it may be 8:30 at night.
Interesting part about Pete's legacy is his legacy is going to be well beyond Idlehour. I received a phone call years ago about wanting to help first tee kids, and would we be interested in getting some golf clubs. And since that time, 3 or 4 times a year, we get a phone call from Mr. Pete Garvey to come pick up clubs. This is 2 hours away from his private club in Lexington. And he's taken the opportunity to help these kids across the Commonwealth. And it's been super helpful. We're helping tournament kids, we're helping brand new golfers, but we've literally put hundreds of sets of clubs into these kids' hands thanks to Mr. Pete Garvey. Could I put in words what Pete means to me? I think I would have to refer to one of his golf clubs he gave our first tee kids. This is a PG. So this is a Pete Garvey Vokey wedge. He sends us equipment that he has discarded over the years, that he's going to new equipment. He sends this to us. So we had a first tee junior getting to play at Pebble Beach with Kentucky's own Kenny Perry, and this is in the final group. That youngster was playing with one of these PG wedges. So he says, I need to remember PG, but I keep thinking, Mr. Garvey, I keep thinking par getter. Can I just call it a par getter? And I said, yeah, you can sure call that a par getter. Just remember to do what Pete does, and always give back when you have an opportunity to do so.
Pete's given a lot to this game. And a lot of people have benefited. I can't come with the words of what that probably means to so many, but he's made an incredible impact on the game in the state of Kentucky. His leadership roles within the PGA and what he's done in that area. And, frankly, Pete Garvey, he's synonymous with the name of golf, in my opinion. He's one of the greatest ambassadors the state of Kentucky's ever had when it comes to golf.
He is a mentor. He's caring. He's always super positive, invested in the PGA, cares about its members and assistants and associates. What's great about Pete is when you meet him and you get to know him, you essentially become part of his family. And he treats you like that. We have conversations regularly, checks in on you, and he really cares about you. He's just an outstanding guy.
So what stands out about Pete as being a great mentor to me personally is his caringness for me becoming the best golf pro I can become. Been with him for a while through school, being in Eastern Kentucky, doing internships with him, then finally being hired on as his assistant. I can see myself grow every single year. It's just been great having him as that mentor. He demands a lot from his staff, but it makes us better assistants and better golf professionals in the long run. Can't tell you how many assistants he's had that have gone on to be head professionals, and hopefully one day I can do the same thing. Why doesn't he deserve to be the golf professional of the year? Let's put it that way. Everybody knows him. He's been involved in the section for 10 years now. Been a great president. As soon as I heard that he was the president of the section and working at Idle Hour, I was like, immediately, let's jump on that train. Let's get as much experience as I can from this guy. And that's what I have. That's what I've done, and it's been great. Couldn't be more happy to be here at Idle Hour working under Pete Garvey.